Have you ever studied English for months, maybe even years? But when it's time to speak, your brain goes blank. You understand some words. You know grammar rules. You can even read sentences. But speaking, that feels slow, confusing, and frustrating. Now imagine something different. Imagine that instead of thinking hard about every sentence, English starts coming out of your mouth naturally, almost automatically. No panic, no long thinking, just smooth speaking. That is exactly what shadowing can help you achieve. And in this video script, I'm going to break it down step by step in a very simple way so that even a complete beginner can understand and start using it immediately. So if you're ready to stop struggling and start speaking English faster, stay with me. What is shadowing in English learning? Let's start from the basics. Shadowing is a simple English learning technique where you listen to a native speaker and immediately repeat what they say at the same speed, tone, and rhythm. It is called shadowing because you are basically following the speaker like a shadow. You don't wait, you don't translate, you don't think too much. You just listen and repeat instantly. For example, if the speaker says, "I am going to the market," you say, "I am going to the market," almost at the same time. At first, it may feel strange, but this method is powerful because it trains your brain like a native speaker. Why shadowing helps you learn English faster? Now, you might be asking, why not just study grammar or memorize vocabulary? Good question. Here is the truth. Most learners study English like a subject in school, but speaking English is a skill, not just knowledge. Shadowing works because it trains real speaking ability, not just theory. Let's break it down. 1. It trains your listening and speaking together. Most learners separate listening and speaking, but native speakers don't. Shadowing forces your brain to connect both skills at the same time, so you don't just hear English, you produce it immediately. 2. It improves your pronunciation naturally. When you shadow, you copy. Accent, stress intonation, speed. You stop sounding like you are reading English. Instead, you start sounding natural, even without studying pronunciation rules. 3. It builds automatic speaking ability. One big problem learners face is, "I understand English, but I cannot speak fast." Shadowing fixes this, because your brain stops translating from your native language. Instead, it starts responding in English directly. 4. It reduces fear of speaking. Many beginners are scared of making mistakes, but when you shadow, you are not creating sentences from zero. You are simply copying. This removes pressure and builds confidence. 5. It trains your brain like a child learning language. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't study grammar books. They listen and repeat, again and again. Shadowing does the same thing for adults. How to do shadowing, step by step. Now, let's go into the practical part. This is where most learners get confused, but I will make it very simple. Step 1. Choose the right audio. As a beginner, don't start with difficult content. Choose slow English videos, English learning podcasts, subtitled YouTube videos, simple conversations. Avoid movies or fast news at the beginning. You want clear and simple speech. Step 2. Listen first, no speaking yet. Play the audio and just listen. Try to understand the meaning. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. This step helps your brain get familiar with the sound. Step 3. Start shadowing slowly. Now play the audio again. This time repeat after the speaker immediately. Even if you are late, continue. For example, speaker, "Good morning, everyone." You, "Good morning, everyone." Speaker, "How are you today?" You, "How are you today?" Don't stop. Step 4. Copy the rhythm and tone. This is very important. Don't just repeat words. Try to copy how they stress words, where they pause, how their voice rises or falls. Example, instead of flat speech, say, "How are you today?" Not, "How are you today?" Step 5. Repeat many times. Shadowing is not a one-time activity. You should repeat the same audio 5 to 10 times. Each time, your brain becomes faster. At first, you will struggle. Later, you will catch up. Finally, you will speak smoothly. Common mistakes beginners make. Now, let's talk about what not to do. Many learners try shadowing but give up because they make these mistakes. Mistake 1. Choosing difficult content. If the English is too fast, you will feel lost. Start simple, always. Mistake 2. Trying to understand every word. You don't need full understanding. Shadowing is about speaking skill, not perfect comprehension. Mistake 3. Stopping when you make mistakes. You will make mistakes. That is normal. Keep going. Mistake 4. Doing it once and quitting. Shadowing works through repetition. One day is not enough. Consistency is everything. How shadowing changes. Your brain. Let's go deeper. When you shadow regularly, something interesting happens in your brain. 1. Your reaction time becomes faster. You stop thinking in your native language. English becomes automatic. 2. You start thinking in English instead of, "Let me translate this." You start thinking, "I want water," directly in English. 3. You build muscle memory for speaking. Just like athletes train muscles, your mouth and brain train together. So speaking becomes easier. Simple daily shadowing routine for beginners. Now let's build a simple routine you can follow every day. You don't need hours. Even 15 to 30 minutes daily is powerful. Morning, 10 to 15 minutes. Choose a short audio. Listen once. Shadow 3 to 5 times. Focus, pronunciation plus rhythm. Evening, 10 to 15 minutes. Repeat the same audio or new one. Shadow again. Try speaking without pausing. Focus, fluency plus confidence. If you do this daily, your English will improve faster than traditional study methods. Example of shadowing in action. Let's imagine a short conversation. Speaker: "Hello, my name is Sarah. I live in London." You: "Hello, my name is Sarah. I live in London." Speaker: "I like reading books and watching movies." You: "I like reading books and watching movies." At first, you may lag behind, but after practice, you will almost speak at the same time. That is progress. Why shadowing is perfect for beginners. Shadowing is powerful because it removes fear, it builds confidence, it improves listening, it improves speaking, it trains natural English thinking, and most importantly, you don't need perfect grammar to start. You just need consistency. How fast can you see results? This depends on practice, but generally, 1 week. You feel more comfortable with English sounds. 2 to 3 weeks. You start speaking more smoothly. 1 to 2 months. You notice real fluency improvement. The key is daily practice, not motivation, not talent, consistency. Final advice. If you are serious about learning English faster, shadowing should become part of your daily routine. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start small. Start simple. Start today. Because every time you shadow English speech, you are training your brain to think in English naturally. And that is the real secret of fluency. So remember, shadowing is not just repeating words. It is training your brain to speak English naturally, confidently, and automatically. If you practice it daily, you will stop translating in your head and start thinking in English.